Hello, my mathematicians. Today we are looking at lesson 10.5, which is all about metric measures. Our essential question is how can you compare and convert metric units?
Hello. One of the neighbors likes to grow flowers. She sometimes puts plant food in the water she gives to her flowers to help them grow. She feeds her flowers at night when it's cool and dark. There are 1 4/10 liters of plant food in the bucket. My neighbor is very careful about how she feeds her flowers. In fact, she uses an eyedropper to put 1 milliliter of plant food in the water for each flower.
Let's look at how you can convert units of measurement. Jamie made a
Hold on.
bracelet. Let's take a look at how to compare and convert metric units using powers of 10. Using a map, Alex estimates the distance between his house and his grandparents' house to be about 25,000 meters. About how many kilometers away from his grandparents' house does Alex live? Let's unlock this problem. Let's convert 25,000 meters to kilometers. You can use the diagram to help you understand the relationship between each unit. The metric system is based on place value. Each unit is related to the next largest or next smallest unit by a power of 10. Units are organized from largest to smallest, as shown in the diagram, beginning with kilo. Use the diagram to find the relationship between the units. How many powers of 10 smaller are meters than kilometers? 1 power of 10, 2 powers of 10, 3 powers of 10. Meters are 3 powers of 10 smaller than kilometers. To find out how many smaller units are in each of the larger unit, you can multiply by the powers of 10 between the two units. In this example, you're converting between units that are 3 powers of 10 apart. What is the third power of 10?
10 times 10 times 10 equals
3 powers of 10 are equal to 1,000. If 3 powers of 10 are equal to 1,000, then how many meters are in 1 kilometer? There are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. You're almost ready to convert the unit. You know from the problem that you'll be converting 25,000 meters. Use the diagram to help you work out if you need to multiply or divide to convert meters to kilometers. Were the units getting smaller or larger as you counted each power of 10? You need to divide the total number of meters by the number of meters in 1 kilometer, or 1,000. Let's solve the problem. What's 25,000 divided by 1,000?
because they both have 3 zeros. You can take this off and you're doing 25 divided by 1 and that gives you 25.
25,000 divided by 1,000 is equal to 25. So Alex's house is 25 kilometers from his grandparents' house. Let's look at how you can convert units of measurement. Jamie made a bracelet 2 1/10 decimeters long. How many millimeters long is Jamie's bracelet? Let's unlock the problem. Let's use the diagram to show 2 1/10 decimeters. 2 is the whole number and should appear above decimeters. 1, which comes after the whole number, is a fraction of a decimeter and should appear above centimeters, the next smallest unit. Since the unit is decimeters, you need to place a decimal point in the diagram so that decimeters are the whole number unit. You place the decimal point after 2 to show that decimeters are the whole number unit. Consider how many powers of 10 smaller millimeters are than decimeters. This will show how many places you need to move the decimal point to convert to millimeters. 1 power of 10, 2 powers of 10. Millimeters are 2 powers of 10 smaller than decimeters, so you should move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Cross out the decimal in the original measurement and rewrite it so that millimeters are the whole number unit. Sometimes when converting to a smaller or larger unit, it's necessary to add a 0 before or after the decimal point. In this problem, you need to add a 0 to the left of the decimal point. Now let's record the value with the new units. How many millimeters are in 2 1/10 decimeters? 2 1/10 decimeters is equal to 210 millimeters. So Jamie's bracelet is 210 millimeters long. Complete the conversion. First, let's convert 327 milligrams to centigrams, decigrams, and grams. Should you multiply or divide by powers of 10 to convert 327 milligrams to centigrams, decigrams, and grams? You should divide by powers of 10, since milligrams are smaller than each unit. When you divide units, remember that for each power of 10, you need to move the decimal point to the left the same number of places. How many centigrams are in 327 milligrams? To find out, divide by 10. 327 milligrams is equal to 32 7/10 centigrams. Since you're dividing by 1 power of 10, you move the decimal point to the left 1 place. How many decigrams are in 327 milligrams? To find out, divide by 100. 327 milligrams is equal to 3 27/10 decigrams. Since you're dividing by 2 powers of 10, you move the decimal point to the left 2 places. How many grams are in 327 milligrams? Divide by 1,000. 327 milligrams is equal to 327 thousandths grams. Since you're dividing by 3 powers of 10, you move the decimal point to the left 3 places. Let's try another problem, this time converting from a larger to a smaller unit. Convert 4 1/10 hectoliters to decaliters, liters, and deciliters. Should you multiply or divide by powers of 10 to convert? You should multiply by powers of 10, since hectoliters are greater than each unit. When you multiply units, remember that for each power of 10, you need to move the decimal point to the right the same number of places. How many decaliters are in 4 1/10 hectoliters? To find out, multiply by 10. 4 1/10 hectoliters is equal to 41 decaliters. Since you're multiplying by 1 power of 10, you move the decimal point to the right 1 place. There's no need to show the decimal point after 41 since there are no fractional units remaining. How many liters are in 4 1/10 hectoliters? To find the answer, multiply by 100. 4 1/10 hectoliters is equal to 410 liters. Since you're multiplying by 2 powers of 10, you move the decimal point to the right 2 places. Sometimes you'll need to add a 0 before or after the decimal point to complete the conversion. How many deciliters are in 4 1/10 hectoliters? Multiply by 1,000 to find out. 4 1/10 hectoliters are equal to 4,100 deciliters. Since you're multiplying by 3 powers of 10, you move the decimal point to the right 3 places. Complete the equation to convert each measurement to a larger or smaller unit. In each equation, 7 15/100 liters is being converted to smaller units. Complete each equation.
So we are multiplying by 10, which means we're moving our decimal point over once. So that gives us 71 5/10. Here we're multiplying by 100, so it means we're moving it over twice, which gives us 715. And then we're multiplying by 1,000, so we're moving it over 3 times. So we move it twice, so we have to add a 0, so we get 7,150.
Great job! Each conversion involves multiplication by a power of 10. You move the decimal point in 7 15/100 to the right one place for each power of 10. Now let's try another conversion problem. This time, we're only given the original value and unit of measurement. Convert 3,720 centimeters to meters.
Well, we're going from small to large, so we have to go to the left, and from centimeters to meters, if you're looking at a chart, there would be 2 hops. So we're going to go 1, 2, you get 37 2/10.
That's right. 3,720 centimeters is equal to 37 2/10 meters.
And that is all that we have for today. I would like you to answer one question for me and then rate your level of understanding using FIST to 5.